Hey you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. I haven't crafted for about a week because I had company in town and went to San Antonio for the weekend and Fredericksburg for some wine tasting, and I'm back. And I am going out of town again, so I need to get some pages done and videos posted so that they can air while I'm out of town. So I've been looking forward to this one. This is the, I don't know what to call it, box parade that my daughter did. I did the, where she was painting this box, and it was called Create. So if you want to go back and look at that one page layout. And then here, I have to pare these down. I do not need all these pictures from this. But it was at her school. I was there. That was me in the background. But I want to make this sort of, I want to see if I can fit this onto a one-page layout. I need to do some filtering. This page is similar to this one. I'm not sure we need me rawing in the background, so I may just cut this down and use it instead of this one, because it's not about me, it's about her. And then this is lots of her class, and then this shows a little bit of the parade. And then this one's super cute too, but I can cut it down for sure. So I'm going to do some photo trimming. I'm going to go off and do some photo trimming. Let's look at the papers that we have. I love this. It's got the colors that I need in it. It's got orange, it's got pink, it's got blue. So this is, I think, and some yellow gold. So I think it's the perfect paper for this. It is from Fun Stamper's Journey. This is the back side. I love it. To go with it, I pulled this scrap that an ink dauber got left near it. But I can use it to mat the photos, and I have this beautiful iridescent sort of brightish blue. I'm loving that. And I have a piece of white cardstock. No idea what I'm going to do yet. I have these letters, which are great. I have some acrylic, orange acrylic pieces. The page that's on the other side is going to have an acrylic title on it. I have some sequins in here, sequin mix that I made, my own sequin mix, and some embellishments. So that's good. More scraps for matting photos. I also have this, which I think may go as well. Kind of a festive border. I'll try and make that work. And some stars. So this is for later. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. So I think I might just not use a black base. A white base. I'm going to use that to double mat the photos though. Let's see. Now, very often I would do this and just do a border. The other one does have a border, so maybe I should do something different with this because I don't want it to look framed one pager, but they're different frames and very different feels and looks to the papers. So what would I like to do? If I just use this as the background and then do a big block. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let me go off and see. I'm going to trim the photos and try and get a layout for the photos and then figure out what the paper needs to look like under it. So I'll be back when I have sort of an idea of a layout and the photos trimmed and probably matted in white. Alrighty, so I went off, matted all my photos, trimmed them down. The two at the bottom, I trimmed out long because they were, quote, the parade. And so I wanted to create that elongated feeling like a long parade. And I'm not going to double mat those, but I did a strip of that orange paper across the bottom. And now I'm going to double mat these photos on, it's actually a textured, embossed, not embossed, but textured pink dot paper, really old scrap I found. So I'm enjoying those colors. And then I cut, so the strip across the bottom is 3.5 by 12. And then I did a 6 by 9 block of the blue, and then I'm tucking that under, so it's not quite 6 inches showing. Oh, there's an alarm outside, siren. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I have my back door open. So I'm pulling out my embellishments, so I'm liking this layout. And I have this embellishment that says, I'm the main character in this story. And I thought, well, maybe I can make that work and still use the glitter alphas that I pulled out to say parade. I don't remember the real name of the parade. I also had this fun rainbow, which has some of the same colors. I had this other piece that said hooray on it and an orange, but I couldn't make it work. The blues weren't working for me. At this point, I'm still using that border strip that I had. I end up not liking it. The pink was just a little off. It was a little too muted for what I wanted. So I come up with another solution. So I cut the word story off of that embellishment, and it says, I'm the main character in this. And then I'm going to write the word parade. So I'm going to start out thinking that it's going to go at the bottom. I do change that up a bit. And I probably also could have lowered that a little bit, but at this point I was trying to fit those letters across the bottom. I do end up changing my mind on that though. So I just cut a 1/2 inch strip of the same blue, and I'm going to tuck that under. And I like that border better than the ruffled border that I had. So I'm just trying to position those. They're not centered because they're slightly different lengths. I'm just trying to make it look balanced. And I like that these pictures, I did think about maybe trying to cut them down to make them the same size, but I don't need to because I can use that space for the title and this rainbow embellishment. So I'm going to go ahead and commit those. And then you can see when I start tapping my fingers that I'm thinking. That's my, do I want that there? It's a little hard to read on here because that paper's so busy. So I start out with it here. It's not going to stay there. I'm like, what if I move it up? And then I decide I'm going to take advantage of the blank space on these photos, and we're going to make it work there. And then I'm going to start tucking in some of these little plastic embellishments. Those are from Close to My Heart. Ooh, there must be something real going on outside. I decide that this one needs something backed on it. because I didn't like it overlapping the different stripes of paper. And so by just sticking a piece of the pink paper under it, helps tie in that pink paper also from the bottom. Now this one I can tuck in and just have the blue showing, so I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty quick about committing these things down. And then I keep adding more stuff to it. So I also had some little starbursts and stars in the acrylic that I had pulled. So I'm just sprinkling those around. And I think I'm almost done, and then I realized I've got a lot more stuff. This was sitting, I didn't use it on a recent page. It was just sitting in my bin, and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to add that as a journaling spot, just so I can put the date and where it was. So that's going to work. And then I pull out, I'm looking for the right pen. I still want some sort of edge on this paper, and I pull out really my oldest pen, this blue. It was a kind of a bright blue Creative Memories journaling pen. Still works after probably 18 years. Still have it, still works. And I'm just drawing 2 little lines and then doing some little cross hatches at a couple of points where they cross. So it's just really faux stitching. And it's just to sort of close in that paper just a little bit to make it look a little more finished. And now I'm ready for sequins. Now normally I just grab a little handful of sequins and I sprinkle them around and I let them land where they land. I do not do this time because I have some very large sequins, and I have specifically pulled 3 or 5 of each color, and so I'm not letting this one go random because I wanted to make sure there was some orange in each area, some pink in each area, the white. So I'm just placing those, and I will glue them off video. You won't have to watch me glue all these sequins down, which is a good thing because I also couldn't find my little sequin picker upper. So I had to just use my fingers to do it. It didn't take me too long. It wasn't too bad, but I need to find that tool. It's one of my favorites. All right, so here I have stuck everything down, and then I realized I still had some Vicky Bouton Sweet Life puffy stickers and some puffy stars that I had wanted to include, and that just gives a little more variety of fun things on this very childlike page. So I'm just adding some of those things, and I did have an acrylic star, so it's good to add another couple of stars on there. And I think we're just about ready for some close-ups. Here we go. I am the main character. A little bit of sparkle, some acrylics in this parade. So I'm enjoying how this came out. So please give this video a thumbs up and come back for more content on My Space to Craft. Thanks a lot.